Welcome back to more Sunday League football with our reserve side who are about to enter the Essex Cup for the very first time. Now this is the competition that the first team got to the final of last season. It's the Essex Junior Cup, I must point out. The reason the reserves couldn't compete in this last season is because the first team were in it. The first team are now in the Essex Premier Cup, which has made way for this lot to hopefully have a bit of a cup run. Just want to give a shout out to the groundsman over at Fairlot Playing Fields. Look at these lines, they're probably the straightest I've ever seen at Sunday League level. Keep doing what you're doing. Now lucky enough to grace this field every week is this lot. They go by the name of Belfry and they're a very good side from what I understand. I think they actually got to the final of this competition a couple of years ago and lost out to the team that we lost out to in the quarterfinals. You never know what can happen in football. This reserve side, as I mentioned in the extras, have held, well, back-to-back champions in Stafford United. It took 90 minutes for the first team to break them down as well. Here's Open Wayne and the rest of this lot are up for a test today. Let's find out the team. In between the sticks for this one, we have a Frank, then it's a back four, left back Wayne, right back Pep, then in the middle, we've got Greavesy and Ainsley. Into midfield, 5. First of all, you'll notice we've got new signing Rick, who's edited down the highlights of this game, so you might see some random shots of him, just him, doing good things. He's on one wing, then on the other we've got Jordan, which leaves a 3 in the middle of Kieran, good to see him playing. We've got Liam and also Pud. Finally, one man, no dog, is Perry. And that, my friends, is your starting 11. Just one available substitute today. Goes by the name of Dan. You've seen him before. He was at the first team. He's moved across to the reserves and he could be making his debut today. In fact, I can confirm he's going to be making his debut today because we've got a number of injured players out there. In fact, Dan himself is injured, so this is going to be an interesting rotation. Unfortunately, for the first time, we're seeing true Sunday League football filtering through to the reserves. They're very short today. We haven't seen it happen yet. They've normally got numbers in abundance, but illness, holidays, and of course a couple of letdowns, I won't name no names, has meant that this squad is looking very thin against this very good side today. So we'll see what happens. As you can see, we're pretty much ready to go in this one. Should we do this? Of course. Let's do this. Right, we're going to just start off from here. Belfry take their kick-off and it's put over to the number 5, but Kieran's on his case straight away. So is Perry on the other defender here. Love that. Defending from the front. Look at that formation from the Birds over the back. We need to adapt that. Perry looks to get the shot in there, but it's the number 2 that blocks that, and that's a corner. So here is Ricardo with the corner, and it's a long one towards the back post. Ainsley with the head, but that ain't troubling this keeper. Following that, there seems to be a problem with the ball. It's flat. Surprised it wasn't checked at the start of the game. You know what? Maybe it was. Maybe it was Ainsley's bullet header there that really took the air out of it. We eventually carry on as Pud sends number 10 for a gym membership here. It seems that the ref is doing regular checks on the pressure of the ball now. Well, I don't think Ainsley's headed the ball since, so we should be alright. So here we go with a free kick. Belfry captain sending this one forward. On the end of it is Kieran to head it away. And picking up the loose ball is Jordan on the turn here. Looks up. Spots Perry as he plays this one over the halfway line, but that has arrived with the number 2 who casually goes past Perry there, but he's clipped. That's going to be another free kick in a similar position. And so here we go again. Number 7 and captain for Belfry sending this one forward. Ainsley's going up for this one. Get the pump ready. It's the number 9 that's beating him to it. Frank's off of his line there. Doesn't hold on to it though as he attempted to stop the 17. He did that and eventually we do get it away. Belfry slowly getting on top in this one as the 17 gives it to the 12. 12 gives it to the 5 who managed to cut inside of Pud there. Play it across to the number 10. But luckily for us the end product was wide and over. Wover. Belfry now playing it out from the back. It's number 2 into the middle for the number 5. He's allowed to take that touch and look up. Put this one over the top for the 17 who looks way behind the defence. The arms goes up for the offside call, but it's not been given. Although one thing I would say is he is very quick as he puts this one across for the 9. Someone's happy, and why not? You just scored against that team on YouTube. It was fairly simple stuff as far as Belfry concerned. We just didn't close down any of the balls at all. One thing led to another. Good finish though from the 9, and our opponents take the lead. It's Belfry 1, Palmers FC reserves 0. And kick-off, Greasy clears it here. We've got a green ball on the pitch. It's only as far as the number 10 who puts it straight back into the mix. There's that green ball again. Number 5 picking it up as he looks to take on Greaves. He does that. Gets beyond Pud. Number 9 gets the shot in. Frank just about makes the save there. They come again now, pressing for a second as the 9 picks it up. There's another ball on the pitch as the shot comes in. Frank makes the save. I tell you what, this team behind, they're just doing a warm-up. Don't think their opponents have turned up. Probably just as well. Their shooting is off key. He's number 10 once again for Belfry. Everything seems to be going through this guy at the moment. Couple of step overs as he looks to get beyond Pud. Does that. Doesn't get beyond Kieran though. He's completely wiped out. That's a free kick. It's the number 9 that steps up to take this one. That right there, a stinger into the backside of Pud. I think that could be a mitre ball as well. He might be in trouble. Guess what? It's the number 10, but this time it's a misplaced pass. Greaves intercepts this one. Have a crack, son. Yeah, shot on target, better than nothing, I guess. Anyway, a quiet period sees us continue from the 26th minute. An injured Dan from the bench has replaced an injured Pep. And I really don't know what's going on with our defence, but we've been completely carved open here as the 15 comes through. 1-on-1 with Frank. It's a good save from Frank there. That one goes out for the corner on the far side. Moving on, it's the number 5 that's run into trouble. Kieran specifically there. His ankle by the looks of it, but we play on as he puts it up to Perry, who's on his own. He needs some help up there. Jordan's on this near side. Rick's over the far side and turns back. There's Liam. Just one more to Rick to do, but he's put it over the top instead, and this lot are in the way. Apparently, somehow, he's offside. Here's Kieran now picking the ball up in the middle of the park. Barge from behind there by the number 5. Nothing given, but we play on in possession, of course. Rick's got it, has managed to keep onto it as well as he plays it out to Liam. He takes one touch, looks up, sticks it into the box. And again, this lot are in the way. Can't see anything, but the last touch did come off of a Belfry player. That's a corner. I'm thinking second half, we'll probably switch sides if this lot are just going to stand either way. We only went on this side because their bags were right up the other end of the pitch. But they made their way down in front of the camera, and there's not much to see anyway, to be honest. I don't know what happened there, but it's gone well wide. Here come Belfry now. Same thing every time. Number 2, playing it out from the back up to the number 10, and we're just not dealing with it. But this time we're trying. But this time Pud and Kieran are getting involved. We want it back, but Ainsley just launches it straight into Pud. In fact, he's getting involved again here with Greavesy, or not. None of them want to touch it, and number 5 trying to get it. Greavesy's now got it under control, or maybe not. He's giving it to the 17, and now he's through on goal. Very quick, this lad. He puts it across for the number 9.
Yeah! There we go! Come on! That's what you get for pressing!
I actually think this music would suit this goal better. 2-0 Belfry, kick-off. We're just going to continue from the kick-off here. It's Perry back to Greavesy, who finds Dan on this near side, and I'm seeing it a lot. Not much movement from it at all. Nobody really wanting the ball as Dan puts it up to Jordan here. He's under pressure straight away. It goes back to Liam. They gain back possession with the number 9, who plays it straight away up to the 17. He's got all this space to run into here. Looks up, puts it across for the number 4.
Every time, mate!
To be honest though, guys, it doesn't matter. We're going to win 4-3. Said no one ever. We're really struggling out there, I'll be honest. Lacking match fitness, injuries, and of course the obvious one. They're a much better side than us. It's only just turned 2-0. It's now 3-0, and it could and may well get a lot worse. Kick off, and not long after we give back possession to our opponents, and they're on the attack again. They're looking for a fourth. It's the number 5, shifting the ball over to that far side. They've always got space over there as the ball comes in, but that is blocked by Wayne, and that's out for the corner. And here comes that corner. 17 into the box. Kieran with a head. Well, it's not away. It's to the number 10.
Come on! Come on!
I'm not sure what's going on here, guys, but it was just 1-0. 3 minutes later, a game of Boggle is 4-0. And not only that, we're setting him up now. It was a great assist by Kieran, to be fair. But what are we marking? I do not know. It's Belfry 4. Palmer's FC reserves 0. Remember that team that were warming up behind us that didn't have a game? Well, they walked past and gave me some info on this lot, which I thought I'd quiz them about.
Come on!
Why are you not in the Prem? Huh? Why are you not in the Prem? Do you want to go up? You shouldn't be in this cup. You should be playing the first team, boys. What are you doing here?
So yeah, introducing the Essex Sunday Football Combination League. This is the senior division from last season. They came 6th in an 8-team league. And considering their drop down, you'd expect the 2 teams below them to drop down, but this is this season. Walthamstow Red Star below them last season, in it again for this season. Still struggling, unfortunately, but they're giving it a go. Same with Barkingside. They came bottom last season. Now they're up to 2nd, albeit they played more games, but look at the progress. They got 13 points last season. They're already up to 12 this season. So, like Walthamstow, they're giving it a go. But where are Belfry? Oh, that's right. They've dropped down a division. Not my words here, but they couldn't hack it in the Prem, I'm told. Here they are, a division lower, and obviously really enjoyed themselves. Played 4, won 4. I'm pretty sure they'll be lifting some silverware come the end of the season. Kick off. Look at this, the other end of the field as Jordan skips past his man. Looks to go beyond the next man. Not too sure what's happening here. It looks like a dodgy cross from Jordan.
Wow.
I hope you got that.
No, because you're all in the way.
True story, and a half to forget for Palmer's reserves, I tell you. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Kit Locker. They provide our kits home and away, and if you want to grab one amongst other merch, check it out. It's over at palmersfc.co.uk. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about our patrons, the ones that support us every month. Thank you very much. They will have access to the 90-minute version of this, and I'm not sure if they want to really see it, to be honest, but who knows. And oh my God, we've just started. Charlotte missing the kickoff there, and there's a reason for that, because we actually did go over the other side, but then our opponents decided to follow us. I don't know why. So she's scurried, that's the best word I can describe it, over this other side again, and now we should have a clear view of this game now. Not that you really care, because the game might well be done. Or will it be? Tune in and find out, because yeah, you don't want to miss this, or do you? I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. You can turn off now if you want. The plan, as far as we're concerned, is damage limitation this second half. Good tackle from Ainsley there. Yeah, we're 4-0 down. The idea is to let in less goals this second half. That's progress as far as I'm concerned, and we might be able to nick a goal. You never know. As I say, stick around, find out. But right now, it's the same old story, just up the opposite end of the field. 4 spreading it out to the 17. Probably the best player for me. Quick, skillful, and here he comes here. Shot from outside of the box. There's Frank with a save. Well, kind of. Takes on his man as well and picks it up at the second time of asking. Now, half time, I actually told the lads, and it sounds really childish, but let's try and string at least 5 passes together before we get anywhere. There's one. Because to be honest, we've just been hoofing it up the field and hitting and hope. There's 2. As Ainsley picks the ball up here, he spots Jordan in space. Takes 1 touch. That's 3. He then plays it back home to Dan. That's 4. And preferably, I'd like to keep it on the ground, but it looks like we run out of ideas. He plays it up to Rick. That's 5. Almost 5. So we continue with a Belfry throw over this near side. Into the box it goes. It's over Wayne's head there. Picked up by the 5 inside the box. Back heel from him. Into the path of the 14 who hits it with the right here, but that is just past Frank's post. A very quiet period brings us to the 56th minute now as Kieran looks to get beyond the number 12. He does that as he makes his way towards the edge of the box. Plays it into Rick here. Surely you got to shoot. Unfortunately he doesn't. Looks to go beyond the 7 instead and loses out to him as he plays it out, but that's only as far as Jordan. 7 wins it back straight away. But Jordan's not one to give up too easily. He's going to try and get it back for us, or so he thought.
Don't want it there, does he?
We are obviously thinking of Jordan through this tough time, but we have to move on. So does he, and it looks like he's trying to as he puts this ball over the top 4. Rick, who's found a bit of space on this near side. The number 7's bearing down on him as Rick cuts it back. As he does so, he's looking for an outlet here, and he's found Kieran on the, well, kind of the edge of the box, but he's going away from goal. Red Boots number 5 takes him out, and that's going to be a free kick. Okay, good opportunity here to test the keeper. Number 14's not phased by this at all. Chilled AF as Perry, he scuffed that one. That goes wide of the goal. Here's Rick picking up the ball now, and we're telling him to drive.
Drive.
To be fair to him, he's driving. He's still driving. He's definitely driving, and yeah, he's driven out of control there. Belfry throw on this near side here, in towards the number 10 who gets beyond Rick and Pud there. There's Ainsley to clear up the field. Luckily on the end of it is Perry, but number 2's on his case straight away. He's on his ankle as well, and that's painful. So amongst the injured players, Perry wasn't one of them, so now he's going to make way for an injured Pep. He's going to need to rest up on that one. Doesn't look too pretty to me. That's got to be said. We've had a better second half, haven't we? Giving it a little bit of a go. Haven't really carved out any opportunities until now as Rick puts this ball towards Jordan. We move on, back up the other end of the field as number 10 puts it through to the Red Boots. Number 5 up to the 11 who cuts it back here for the 5. Wayne's very slow to turn there as number 5 gets on it before him. Couple of skills to get past him as he rakes into the box. Little step over, another step over, and this. Well, there's no denying it. Great individual goal. Wayne sold himself a dummy there as number 5 broke into the box. Step over to get past Jordan. Let's take the positives. At least it wasn't a nutmeg. Another step over to get past Frank. And finally, a simple tap home, which Dan and Kieran both slid out for. Couldn't get on it, which makes the score Belfry 5. Palmer's FC reserves 0. And a kick-off. To be fair to us, though, we're still trying to get something out of this. Even if it's just a goal, we just want something to cheer about as Rick puts through Greavesy here. Number 7's holding him up, showing him the way. Rick's on the overlap if he spots him, but it was too late. Number 7 played well today. Takes it off him. Is number 11 plucking the ball out of the air? High studs there on Dan, but nothing given as number 11 runs through. Can he get a 6 for Belfry? No, he can't. Frank makes the save. 16 with a follow-up, but that goes wide of the goal. Belfry not showing any signs of slowing down at this moment in time. They want more goals to scream about as number 5 picks it up, goes past Ainsley. It's into the 10 who gives it back to the 5, back to the 10. They're completely carving us open at the moment. Look at this. Looking good for him, but Frank makes his way off the line to make that save. Ainsley aimlessly just hits it. It's into Frank's gut and the danger is over, but Frank's going to look to get us on the counter here as it's thrown forward. I'm not too sure it's with Rick. He's being chased down right now as he looks up. He spots Greavesy. Can he get it to him though? He can. Number 7 as per usual chasing the ball down here, but Greavesy gets it beyond him. Over to Rick. Hits it first time, but that is well over. From that the goal kick is taken short and it's number 7 that launches it forward for the 11 here. Alright, now that's all fizzled out, let's have a little look back and see what's actually caused this. We started with the ball from the number 7 over the top of everyone. You can see number 11, he's on his way down there and he's pulled Dan to the ground, and I think that's what Dan's frustrated about. But obviously it's Dan's reaction here that sparked everything, and after that, well, listen, I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever seen Shove run so fast. Look at him go. He's a man on a mission. He looks like he's about to whack someone over the head with a flag. And to be honest, given his track record, I wouldn't put it past him. Anyway, following this, the ref pulls the red card out, shows that to Dan. Straight red for him. It's happened again. Another red card in a Palmer's FC game. What is happening with this, I'll tell you. As you can see, the ref wasn't done there. He's shown a red card to our opponent as well. He's off the field now, which leaves both teams down to 10. What a game this is going to shape up to be now. In fact, tell a lie, nothing else happened. And thank God that's over. It finishes Belfry 5, Palmer's FC reserves 0. I think the title of this video completely sums it up. They were a completely different class, but I would say it is a shame that they've had to drop down to sort of win their games. Their first round game was a 9-0 win. This is a 5-0 win. I think they're standing out right now as the favourites in this competition. They're a very good team. I'm sure they could do bits in a higher division. And good luck to them for the rest of the season. As for us, we crash out the first time of asking. It wasn't to be today. Let's be honest, the game was done at half-time. But I'm sure we'll come back stronger. We've got the league to look forward to. We've got our own division cup as well, so lots of things to look forward to for the reserves. I know it wasn't an easy watch, but if you can drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, click the bell for notifications, and of course, we will see you in the next one.